All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of
Biblio Battles.
Bible Battles is here, and we are making our way through our favorite books of the Bible, trying to figure out which book will be number one. And we're getting close. We're ending the
6 books left.
Yeah, we're ending the Elite 8 right now to try to figure out what the final 4 will be. We're almost there. Almost made it to the end. How are we feeling?
Oh, so great.
Jeanette, how about you? Are you ready for this?
Confused and torn and I don't know.
Every week, Jeanette is very conflicted over choosing one over the other. When it's all done, we're going to see which child she loves best.
That'll be a great episode.
So, yes, I am Michael Hatfield, the pastor of the Piedmont Park Church. This is Ethan, my son, and Jeanette, and our daughter Johanna. We're hoping that next time maybe we can talk about her favorite book as well. But we've been going through, and we can only have 3 to actually get the votes not even. So we've been working through picking our favorite songs, and we've had to say goodbye to some wonderful, not songs, books. Our favorite
That's
books
the last
of the
series
Bible.
we did.
Right? We're working through our favorite books of the Bible, and we've had to say goodbye to some wonderful books.
Like Deuteronomy.
Yes, and some that were gotten rid of way too soon. But here we are, at the very end, almost. And we're talking about 4 great books today. So coming up today, we have Revelation, the end book of the Bible that talks about the visions that John has going from his day all the way till the end of time. And of course, capstoning with the second coming and the recreation of a perfect world. That one is going up against the Gospel of John, which is a wonderful book, unique gospel. It's different from the other 4 Gospels, telling the story about Jesus and his love that brought him here as the Son of God, the light of the world, when the Word became flesh and came here. And without the Gospel of John, we wouldn't have John 3:16, most famous book and most famous verse in the Bible. We wouldn't have John 14, where Jesus says that I'm coming again. Just a wonderful promise that he's going to return to the world. So 2 excellent books, and I'm talking a little bit, trying to figure out
Trying to put off the decision.
what I'm going to vote for, because I should know, but I really don't. I could probably be talked into either way. So.
Now, how you spell John is J followed by an O.
Getting very detailed in our explanations.
Yeah,
So.
just so we don't have to choose.
Can I choose both? John the Revelator?
No.
No, you cannot, nor can you throw them out this time. You have to pick. So who wants to go first in this? Anybody know right now?
I'll go first.
All right, what you got?
Probably sway you guys to go the opposite way.
That's usually what happens.
Gonna go with John.
The gospel, all right?
Yeah, just recently I've been hearing too much, just revelation, just kind of getting too much revelation recently.
How
It's
can you
like-
get too much revelation?
Just that's
You're
what
going to be
everybody-
dismembered.
Yep. Like, Revelation's a good book, but like reading it constantly and just hearing Jesus is coming soon constantly is like, I know he is, but like we don't need to talk about it every single day of our lives.
Yes,
we
we
do.
do. Yes,
But
we
like
do.
we can focus on some other parts of the Bible, like John.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so maybe next week when you're talking about John, you'll want to pick Revelation.
Be like, we've been talking about John too much. I'm ready to talk about the end time.
All right, so we got 1 vote for John. Jeanette, are you ready to go?
I am.
Okay.
That didn't sound very confident.
I'm going to go with John also.
Okay.
I really like Revelation, and every time I pick it up, but sometimes it can be a little too scary for my taste.
Mhm.
A little bit of
I
less
really
PG.
like to talk or read and learn about love more than I do about monsters. And even if I know what those monsters are, I like
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, the first time I read Revelation, I thought it sounds like a Godzilla movie. You got beasts coming up out of the water and out of the land, and it was very strange, but it was one of the first books that I studied when I was becoming a Christian. And to really understand that, you have to know all the rest of the Bible. And so it's an excellent capstone to it all. I think I'm going to go with John as well.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not expecting a 3-0 there.
Yeah, it's hard, and tomorrow I could probably easily say Revelation without batting an eye, but at least right now, thinking about John, and John's an amazing book because he's writing it at the end of his life, maybe even wrote it after Revelation, some scholars believe, and he's writing it as an old man. Everyone else is gone. Everyone else who knew Jesus, who saw Jesus, who was there with him, he's the last of his kind, and so he's writing to us, saying, you can believe in Jesus, you can believe this story even though you never saw it. That's why this is the story that has the story of doubting Thomas. You can believe even though you haven't heard from Jesus, you haven't felt him touch you, you can still believe. And so I just love that about that book. So I think I'm going to pick John still. Revelation is so good, so powerful. It's got amazing verses in there, like Revelation 21 verse 4, where it says, no more pain, no more sorrow, no more tears. The former things have passed away. I love that verse as well. Revelation 14, which talks about the end time message to the world, to worship God, to fear him, and to take him seriously, and to not follow the beast or Babylon. Great sections, but I'm not going to talk myself out of it. I'm sticking with John. Okay.
Well, you can't get to Revelation without John.
It's true. John is very important, and of course it's the story about Jesus and his resurrection, which is so important. So,
You have to love.
love is it for you today.
Love. I'm all about love.
Okay, well, we've got two more books. Let's see which book is more about love today. We've got the book of Hebrews from the New Testament, an amazing book that was written to people who were kind of struggling and feeling about going back to the old way of worship. And the author says, no, we don't go back to the old sacrificial system because we've got something better. We've got a better priest. We've got a better covenant. We've got Jesus. Big focus of Hebrews going up against Esther, which is not exactly a love book, even though Jeanette would like to claim it is. It's kind of it's a strange book, but it
love
tells...
of her people and the love of God.
There you go. Love of her people. Certainly not the most love romantic
No.
Yeah.
man and woman
No.
story.
Not a
that
great
she-
example.
Well, neither was John. John is about love,
Oh, okay.
not romantic.
Okay, all right.
It's all about love.
Okay.
Loving each other.
And Esther certainly does that. She has a hard choice to make when she has to risk her life to save her people when she goes in before the king. And so it's a fascinating book from the Old Testament. Do we know what we want to pick first? Jeanette, you want to go first or me
I think you
too?
should go first
Why?
because I want you to.
Okay.
I want you to struggle.
I'll give you whatever you want because I love you. No.
Rude.
I have to go with Esther because Esther is about a girl.
That's the
Feminist.
My goodness.
I really like that story.
I
You know,
really like females.
growing up, you always think about being a queen and being,
I
you
never
know,
had thought that before.
I said a little girl
Don't
dream about the pretty dresses and the pretty clothes and being a queen and all the great stuff that goes with it. But you don't ever dream about the yuck that can come with it. And I like the story of Esther because with all greatness,
You like the yuck?
there's a lot of yuck that comes with it. It's true to life. It's not just all roses because you don't have decisions to make. And, you know, love.
All right. You want to go next or me too?
Hey, you go next.
I'm going to go with Hebrews, even though I think Esther is a really cool book, unique book in the Bible. And it's a book where God is behind the scenes a lot, which is how God operates in most of our lives. He's not always appearing as a burning bush, but he is guiding things. So I love that about Esther. But Hebrews, just a wonderful book that focuses so much on Jesus and reminding us, because it's easy for us in our lives to get sidetracked, to get focused even on good things, whether we can get too focused on family or we can get too focused on church and ministry or on our jobs. And all those things, Hebrews says, whoa, get centered, get focused on Jesus. He is the answer. He's the sacrifice for us all. And it just really helps us understand what Jesus is doing in heaven for us right now as well. So it's a tough one, but I'm going with Hebrews, and now I'm leaving this important decision in the hands of my son,
That's not a good place to put your.
to see who he loves the most, will be based on his decision here. No pressure.
Can we start a bidding war? My vote going for $5.
Flip a coin.
No. Hebrews.
Oh, he picked Hebrews. I didn't think he would, because he always picks Old Testament books, and he always picks story books.
Yep.
But he said Hebrews, so it's done. It's over.
Done. Hurry, end it.
There's no way to change.
I'm going
Don't
with Esther.
sway, you can't sway him. There's no swaying allowed. Quick, sit over here.
How about you just give me it up? Yep, I'm going with Hebrews.
Hebrews,
Unless
okay.
you're serious.
Tell
I am not serious.
tell us why.
Yeah,
If it can come out.
Yep.
Tell us why.
It's the $30. No. It's the focusing on God or the everything else that can be distracting. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
How the book is telling us to just refocus back on what's more important in our lives.
Okay. Well, very good. We've made it through the Elite Eight. That takes us to our final four. And our final four are now John going up against Hebrews. And if I remember correctly, it's Acts going up against Luke.
Yep.
Acts versus Luke.
Oh, I want to change all of it. I thought we were done with the Gospels.
We could end up with a gospel finale.
It could be. We have Acts versus Luke, and then we also have what we just did here, which is Hebrews going up against John. So join us next time, and we're going to not only do the final four, we'll do the championship as well, all in one episode. So next time will be it, but we thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. It's been fun. It's a little surprising that we're at where we're at, but I'm very thankful for these two doing this with us in the midst of the pandemic. It's given us a fun chance to get into our Bibles and read. We hope you will as well, and talk about books you like the best. Share this with others, hit the like button, and thank you again for coming along this journey. We'll be ending it next time here on Bible Battles. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.